Hello everyone, Volfey here. Today I'm bringing you a new series in which we talk about the tactics, strategy, tips and some fun facts about tier 6 bosses. Let's call it Talk the Tactics. As I mentioned in my previous video, the tier 6 attunement, Mount Hyjal, will be the first one to be chronologically released. Yeah, I know that everyone would much rather storm the Black Temple right away, but we gotta do this. Let's start it from the first boss. Rage Winterchill, the Lich, pretty much the combination of Frost Mage and Death Knight. Preceding Winterchill, there are 8 waves of trash you can see on the screen. After the boss encounter starts, there will be no more ads spawning. Out of friendly NPCs, you only have to make sure that Jaina survives. If she dies, the entire event is resetted, meaning you have to go through all of 8 waves again. And that goes for all the bosses until Archimond. Winterchill stats and abilities are these. Melee that doesn't hit that hard at all. Frost Nova, AoE ability that hits for about 3000 and freezes for 6 seconds, and it's dispellable. Frost Armor works exactly like normal Mage Frost Armor, decreases movement and attack speed. Ice Bolt, the most important ability. Targeted member gets encased in ice and damaged for about ± 5000 damage on initial hit, and then additional 2500 every second for 4 seconds. Ice Bolt needs to be healed instantly, but classes like Paladins and Mages can bubble or ice block out of it. Some comments from 2008 claim that PvP trinkets help with this as well, and also that Hunter can beast within out of it. Boss will target the player, so macroing target of target plus heal should ease it down. Death and Decay, second most important spell. It has huge range and it's channeled. Deals 15% of players' HP as damage per tick. Priests and Paladins have to take care of Frost Nova dispelling in case the boss is casting D&D. As I mentioned, Death and Decay is channeled, which means boss won't be hitting the tank for the duration of it. The enrage timer is 10 minutes. Even though none of these abilities have cooldowns, the good news is that boss won't cast 2 abilities back to back. Tactics must include a 1 tank who will tank the boss in the middle of the valley to include the maximum number of NPCs, including Jaina as well. Separate raid in groups, casters on these 2 hills, melees around the boss and healers in between 2 caster groups so they can reach everyone. Bloodlust timing is optional. Out of needed classes is a Holy Paladin to heal tank, Priest to bubble and heal ice bolts. Boss is undead, so as a Paladin you can exercise a lot. Since Rage Winterchill is the first boss of entire phase 3, he's easy, don't be afraid of it. Be afraid of trash waves. On a scale 1 to 5, 5 being the hardest encounter, I would give this boss a solid 2. Heal ice bolts, run out of D&D and this boss is a walk in the park. As for trash waves, ghouls are great in number and all of them hit for about 3000. Near death they will cannibalize if there are corpses nearby, and they can enrage decently fast. Crypt Fiends shoot scarabs from the distance, 3 times 800 damage. While they hit for about 3000 melee damage, less on a tank, they do however web and immobilize melees and tanks, which makes it hard for tanks to retrieve yanked mobs. Still, these are the least dangerous mobs. Shadowy Necromancers are quite dangerous. They like to stay far away and spam shadow bolts at the highest threat target, which hits for about ± 3500. They are the bane of mages and warlocks. Also, beside that, they raise skeletons and mages which die on their own after 60 seconds. From time to time, they buff some other mob with Unholy Frenzy, which increases their damage done but also deals damage over time. Make sure not to over-aggro these as a caster. Lastly, the Abominations, truly dangerous for tanks and melees. They melee hit like a truck and knock down a tank dealing 4000 damage and stunning him for 2 seconds. Stunned tank takes spike damage, so healers beware. For these waves, allow your Paladin tank to gather all mobs under consecration. Mark Skull and take it out of the pack with a second tank. Kill it and then go downtown with AoE. Skull can be any mob if there are no Abominations, but if there are, take one out and put a skull on it. All of the trash mobs are susceptible to CC. The best way is to sheep Necromancers before they step onto consecration. If that's not possible, melee should focus them and interrupt casts. And Hashami, Warrior, Warrior Tank, Rogue and so on. Each take one and interrupt as much as you can until they are all dead. If you wonder about tank setup, it's easiest to go with Protodin and a Warrior, or Protodin and Feral, or Protodin, Warrior and Feral that goes kitty for boss fights. Going without Paladin is possible but highly non-optimal, as you need more tanks. That's it for Rage Winterchill. Stay tuned for second boss tactics. Be safe and have fun playing the game. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!